door and listen to it out there. I wish I could pause this. But it's a live stream and I haven't found any way to pause it yet. But I am going to put my sweatshirt on and my hat. I should have done that already. It's alright. Put this right here so I can see it and I can see you. But I can't really see you because it's a video. But you can communicate with me through the comments. Just write in a comment and I'll get the message. I tried to do this on video. I've done that before a couple times and it worked. But now it's just not working for some reason. And I've had problems with my computer. Okay, going outside. This kitty cat wants to keep going outside, but I already showed him that it's pouring rain. You want to see what he looks like? This is Junior. Junior, I already showed you it's pouring rain. Look up at the camera. Junior, look up at the camera. Say hi to the people. Okay. Yeah, you good boy. See, it's pouring rain out there. If you run out, you're going to get soaked and you're going to be really cold. Okay. Kids. Try to do what's best for them. Okay. Oh, okay. Bunch of stuff out here that I put out for the possum last night. I didn't see him. I don't know if he came by because some of it's eaten. But right now, we're out here to listen to this rain. Because that helps me to sleep and to feel better too. I'll go over here. And I'm going to point it that way. So you don't have to look at me the whole time. Okay. Here's some good real wind and rain. I know. I'll point it this way. Hi, Christy. Thank you for saying hi. I'll point it towards the window. Here we go. Okay. That's my window. The other ones aren't going, but that one's going good. I don't know if anyone read my post I did last night. I wrote a long one that took me about an hour. And then next thing I know, the little arrow cursor had moved and I wasn't typing anymore and it changed the page. And when I went back to it, my long post was gone. So I did another one. It's not as good as the first one, but in it at least I explained that you have a good day too, Christy and JT and the rest of you. Okay, lost my train of thought there for a second. So anyway, I did another post last night, and it was late. I just wanted to go into my bed. But it says that I'm going to keep the prayer Bible. I have that big fat prayer Bible book, And it is a Bible, but it's all full of prayers also on the sides of each book. And I'm going to keep those readings separate from the ASMR, because some people really just are tuning in for the ASMR videos, because that's what they are. And some people don't care about the ASMR and even don't even really like seeing it because it's boring to them, and or whatever. And other people love it. So, and they even get these tingly feelings inside their head from them. Up there it goes again. It's starting again. I told you, Junior. See? I told you. Okay, he's under the umbrella with me now. I have this umbrella cat shelter that I made out here. It was my wife's and our beach umbrella, but those of you that know me know she's been gone for about a year and a half now. She passed. And anyway, but this beach umbrella sure has come in handy for these kitties. I'll just show you what it looks like from the inside. There. And I put up one of her little fairies and some Christmas lights and a llama that she likes to repaint every year just about. So anyway, let's get back to listening to the rain. Go in and turn my outside lights on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my outside lights on. You can still stay here under the umbrella listening to the rain. I'll be right back out. It's trash. There. I wanted to put those on because they are really pretty. Now, let's turn it back around. Junior, say hi again for the kitty lovers out there. I know we got a few. Okay. He's pretty independent. He's a beautiful kitty cat. He was born right here on the deck. So I know the lights are really pretty. And, I get these canopies because I don't have a lot of outbuildings out here. I was thinking of expanding this deck, but so I bought this canopy, and there are several different colors I could have got it in. I got it from Amazon, but it was one of the better ones, a little bit high-end ones, and it was really worth it because and so there's lots of different colors, but this one was the only one with a pattern, the United States flag, so I thought that was really cool, so I picked that one. And since I put it up, I've only had to take it down once before a possible tornado and hurricane winds, and then I put it back up again when that was over. And that's my 2004 GMC Envoy that was running really good until I went on the parkway. I made a video about that, but it's still running good, luckily. is some of my wife's old things down there. Her bench and some flower pots. And pig pens over there. You don't need to see the pig pen. There's the old horse stable. Haven't had horses in it for a few years now. Oh, the windmill's going. I love that. That's pretty too. Alright. I'm just gonna be quiet for a while. See how I can just listen to this rain. Sometimes it helps people sleep. But you can see my hand. This is what they call finger flutters. I don't do them that good, but because my fingers don't go as fast as some of the other people that do it on eBay. I mean on YouTube. I used to have a store on eBay where I sold G.I. Joes, antique 12-inch G.I. Joes. And I had the kinds from all around the world. Japanese soldiers. I had 3 different ones of them. I had about 4 different Russian soldiers, the Spetsnaz. And anyway, I had a lot of interesting G.I. Joe. And that's what I sold on eBay. I sold them. I didn't get a lot of money for them, you know. But I sold them and Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. And one time I had about 6,000 or 7,000 of those. But they really didn't sell that good. Except the fire trucks. Of the Matchboxes and the Hot Wheels, the fire trucks always sold well. But the other ones, unless they were from a movie or something, they didn't really sell that well. Some of the G.I. Joes were kind of expensive, but that's because I paid a lot for them too. But what I meant was I didn't make a lot of profit on them, especially with that shipping and handling. Well, shipping, there was a lot of handling. People sometimes don't realize that shipping includes a lot of handling, packing, and keeping the items in inventory, and making sure they're in good, excellent condition. But I had like a 12-inch George Washington G.I. Joe and an Eisenhower G.I. Joe. And all the Medal of Honor winners from all different wars. You can barely see the pigs moving over there. I wonder if I open that up, if you can see them. Right over the other side of the car. They were walking around over there. It's not too bad having someone that has pigs next door. Just 1 or 2 days out of each month. That smells terrible. But the rest of the time it's beautiful fresh country air, even with the piggies over there. And they are pretty cute. Although they are cute, but you know, he raises them to sell them. down here in the south, they have something I had never heard of, and I lived up north when I never heard of it until I first come down here, and it's called the pig picking. And it's a pig picking barbecue, and there's a they make it big roasters out of barrels, and anyway, they cook the whole pig, and I usually do, and then, feeds lots and lots of people, and we just have some really good cooked ham. And they have other things, like my wife used to make this pig picking cake because people bring desserts and slaw, coleslaw, they call it slaw, and potato salad and different stuff to go with to go at the pig picking, to go with the pig. Anyway, I didn't even mean to talk about that. I better be quiet again so you can hear this rain. I'm under the umbrella, but I think I'm going to walk around a little bit anyway. In case someone's watching it and wants to see the scenery. I just don't want to get my phone that wet, but I'll hold my hand over it. Oh, one of the cats pushed it away. I had to put that thing over it so they don't push the door open. Like just then, all the heat was getting out. See, this is what usually happens to the canopies in bad weather or stormy weather. So I'm going to walk over here. That's my 98 Caravan. That's another project I was working on. But I did paint that mural on the side that came out pretty good. I did it on both sides. There's a lake and trees. It goes all the way down. Well, it is raining in the yard. I'm just I don't know why I just did that reconnecting for a few minutes. It should have never disconnected. I'm just gonna stay here under the top for a little while. I'll walk around a little bit for all those people that might be, some up in your butter, that might be watching this stream when they're trying to sleep. Okay. Gotta hold my hand over it. And y'all have seen my backyard before, but this is the huge cedar tree that I'm under right now. It's a really old cedar tree. It's big. It's high. See how tall it is? And the branches are long. I'm standing under it now. And that one over there is a huge, big old holly tree. I'll get out there so you can see that, because that's the biggest holly tree I've ever seen. My wife and I used to plant trees. That's a holly tree, and it is huge. Okay. I see a couple messages coming in, but it's saying they're held for review. I don't know what that means. planted every single one of these trees. Every one except where that big pine bough was sticking out down there. I made this little forest though. They were just all little seedlings when I planted them. And we actually only bought 2 of them. That big pine right there. I forget what that's called, but... And we bought 4 of those. 3 of them had been cut down because they were on the land that got sold. So he clear cut it. But, you know, that's his prerogative because he bought the land. And, but still got that one. But the rest of them, I did not plant this big one. This is the one I was talking about. I thought they were pine boughs for a minute. This tree's pretty cool. It looks like it should be it could be in the Shire, the Hobbit Shire, from that movie, the Hobbit movies. And there's what my lights look like from here. That's my other neighbor's house. They're really nice people. Junior, he's got himself in this, I use that when I'm recording outside sometimes. There's a little table to put my phone on or camera, but he found it. Goes there. You popping your head up, Junior? Oh. Of course, he's named after the race car driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr. The Intimidator was his nickname. He was a real good NASCAR race car driver. And, but he got killed in a bad NASCAR accident. And then his son, Junior, followed in his footsteps. And, my wife was a fan of his, big fan. She was a fan of Jeff Gordon at first, until Junior started racing a lot and winning a lot of races. Then she dumped Jeff Gordon and she became a fan of this Dale Jr., which is understandable. We used to live kind of close to where he lives now. And one of the racetracks, too. Okay, head back over here. There's a kitty umbrella. said this rain might last until early tomorrow morning. I just keep this up for a cat shelter now. I could fix it, but I've already fixed it about three or four times. When I fix it, it's like permanent. You can't keep putting it up and down. So that's why every time I fixed it, it was great for a while, but then this Carolina weather tore it down again. I don't mind. I got this igloo used to be for our dog, but now the cats like it. Don't have the dog anymore. Hello, Christy Hughes. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing good. Mexico. Mark Hut. I've never been to Mexico, but me gusta habla español de vez en cuando. Yo habla español un poco. However, I don't know all the Spanish grammar because I just taught myself, and so the Spanish that I habla is mostly, well, it's all just conversational Spanish. But I would love to go to Mexico sometime. Guatemala, Mexico, maybe Costa Rica, New Zealand. I don't know. The older I get, the further away those trips seem to be. But who knows? I could live another 30 or 40 years. But none of the men in my family have lived to be beyond 73 years old. And most of them died before they're 72. The women all lived to be in their 90s. And my mom is just about 90 now. She's 89. She is the one that lives down in Daphne, Alabama. Real close to the Gulf Coast and pretty close to Pensacola, Florida. As a matter of fact, the beach down there where she lives, they call it Floribama, because it's so close to Florida. And it's pretty close to New Orleans and all the fun stuff over there in Louisiana. I used to call it Louisiana, which is actually correct, but some of my truck driver friends who, I haven't seen in years and years, but some of them are from Louisiana, and they said they call it Louisiana. I'm probably not even saying that right. the sky. It's going to get a little wet, but I want you all to be able to see it. There's our big old pines. Okay. Get back on it here. I gotta whiten it up. Okay. I'm pretty glad about making this video. I wasn't too pleased with the one I did the night before last. It's just that, you know, the ASMR and the prayer Bible readings don't really go together. And they can. There's nothing wrong with the ASMR. But they're really two different categories. But in case you didn't see it the other day, it's the book that I use is huge, and it is a Bible, but it's called the Prayer Bible because on the sides of each page there's prayers that are, oh, my hands are starting to shake. There's prayers that are inspired by the different passages in whatever book of the Bible it is on that page. So I did the other night was some from the book of Job. I still only got up to about the 4th or 5th chapter because there is a lot of prayers on the sides. But I picked out some that I thought would be good for everyone. Even if they, weren't really familiar with the Bible that much, or with the King James Bible that much. But I explained to them about the book of Job in the beginning, in case you didn't see it. Listen to the sound of the rain. It's a bird flying by. Finger flutters. It stands for, it's an acronym. It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Watch my finger concentrate. These hand movements go with the sound of the rain or whatever other ASMR sounds you're making. They're a visual that helps to hypnotize people just a little bit, enough to make them tired enough to fall asleep. So they don't have to take sleeping pills or something. This is pretty neat because you can hear the rain pattering on the top of Gypsy and Snowball used to sleep when they lived over here. They both passed away now. They've been passed away for many years. And it's kind of turned a little bit into a shambles, but it was a really nice stall. It's split into 2 parts. And there's a feeder on both parts. But there's the holly tree. Holly tree. I have the lights going in under that canopy. That way when I pull in, it's not dark. There's the giant cedar tree. People shred up pieces of cedar from cedar trees like this to make, and I always pronounce this wrong, but to make potpourri, shreds of wood with different scents on them. My rake broke the other day when I was raking. That's another thing I fixed. I put a new handle on it, but it broke again anyway. So I'll just buy a new one this time. Go to Rose's and buy another one. Maybe Walmart. That's a unique ASMR trigger sound. Sounds like a flying saucer a little bit. Well, this is about to conclude this particular video. Listen to the rain a little bit more. See the lights. Those are nice trees. Singapore, Japan. Sometimes I get a bunch from Japan. America the most, but then usually Canada. And a lot of times the third most is from Japan, but also Germany. Get people from Germany and Africa, Indonesia, Nigeria, Ecuador. Let's see if I can count how many countries I get people listening in from to go with this rain. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is where I am now. This is what I call the Ponderosa Ranch. So I wonder if I can count that faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and dry this phone off. One of them will put that food out for Polly the possum. Oranges, big Newtons, some pineapples. It's a couple leftover pieces of burritos that I had. Because possums will eat just about anything. But none of it's really rotten. They discern a little bit. Okay.